The new Social Security Commissioner, Frank Bisnano, was recently out in an interview discussing the future of Social Security and sharing some good and very encouraging news on Social Security as a whole. Well, in just a minute here, I'm going to pop up a video clip of Frank speaking so you can hear exactly what he's talking about with Social Security and all the other information he's sharing about it. Now, he just took the job a few days ago. He's only been there a very short amount of time, but he was out in this interview. It was actually kind of a long interview, and he was answering some very good questions on Social Security as a whole. Well, I'm going to chop out a clip of that interview. I'm not going to share the whole thing because honestly, it's quite a few minutes long, and I don't want to put that whole thing here, but I can chop out a clip of it that I want you to hear about this because he's sharing some pretty encouraging news on Social Security, especially right now during a time when there's so much massive uncertainty, and a lot of people are really wondering, are the checks going to be delayed? Are they going to be paused? Are they going to be ended? Are they going to be cut? What's going on with our payments? A lot of people out there right now are really wondering what's happening with our money, right? Well, again, I want you to hear exactly what Frank, the new commissioner, is saying about Social Security, which, by the way, do you even know who he is yet, right? So I think we all recognize the commissioner changes every so often, right? I think we all were familiar with Leland Dudek, the previous commissioner, who was there for a few months. We saw a lot of information out of him. We're all very familiar with Martin O'Malley, who was there last year. But Frank, do we know anything about him? Do we even know what he looks like or hear the sound of his voice or anything like that? Well, in just a second here, you will know all of that because I'm going to pop up that clip. Okay, now, maybe in separate videos, I'll bring you more pieces of this clip. There's some interesting parts, but again, I just want to chop out a little piece of it for you here in this video. Now, before we bring that up here, I just want to point this out. This is just what he's saying as of now. All of this is subject to change, but this is just kind of his little bit of a future vision on Social Security, I kind of should say. And again, let's just see what happens here. He's only a couple days into the job, right? I mean, he probably barely knows what's going on quite yet around Social Security, okay? Just want to point that out super fast. Now, one other really fast side note. If you need any help, initial enrollment into Medicare, or your Medicare supplements, Medicare Part D, Medicare Advantage, Medigap plans, please utilize this free resource right here. It's the partnership we cultivated here on the channel to help you with your Medicare. Please call them 100% free. A team of advisors waiting to help you with your Medicare. Give them a call. All right, so with that being said, let's pop up the clip now of Frank speaking, and then we'll see in just a minute here. In just when that clip is over, I'll jump back on and we will summarize exactly what Frank says and the new leader of Social Security for at least the next couple years here. All right, here's Frank, and I'll catch you again in just a minute.
Do you believe you can stop Social Security from going bankrupt within 10 years, which is the Committee for a Responsible Budget is expecting?
Well, what I think is the team that oversees the Social Security Trust, which I'm one of, the Secretary of the Treasury, the Secretary of Labor, and the Secretary of Health and Human Services. We as a team will get together later this year, probably in the next couple months, go through the information that's produced. This is effort across the board that also will involve Senate and Congress. I think doing our job right sure is accretive to this economic challenge. It's been a 90-year-old institution, and as the president has said, we have no intent to touch Social Security. We have no intent to break a system that can be improved, right. But we have no intent to break it. And I do believe that that team that will get together along with Senate and Congress will ensure that this is here for the next 90 years at least.
Okay. Frank, it's great to have you this morning. We'll be watching your work, important work. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so there is Frank speaking about the future of Social Security and this whole insolvency issue that we've heard about so many times. Now, Social Security has been around for 90 years. In fact, in August of this year, it'll be the 90th birthday of Social Security. It's a pretty good track record, right? Well, here he said he wants to see Social Security be around for another 90 years, which honestly is very encouraging because this whole insolvency situation that we have playing out right before our very eyes right here, right now, is suggesting that Social Security is going to be insolvent in the next probably 7.5, maybe 8 or 9 years if we're lucky, right? There's a lot of reports out there that say, 10 years. No, we don't have 10 years. Because of the same policies and different changes that have happened recently, the timeline on Social Security is fading quickly. In other words, the trust fund is being depleted and running out of money rapidly. In fact, I just saw a statistic the other day. 80,000 more people filed for Social Security in the month of March than what we typically see in any given month. So what we're seeing right now is this huge insurgence of people coming in and claiming Social Security, probably out of fear that the program's going to run out of money. Well, Frank is basically suggesting he wants to see Social Security be around for at least another 90 years. That would be very, very encouraging and good, because when was the last time you heard any commissioner say something like this? I don't think I've ever heard a commissioner say something like that, right? They always voice their concerns and say all these different things. I've never heard a commissioner say, we want to see this program run for another 90 years. Now, how would they actually achieve this? That's a really good idea, or it's a really good question. The answer is we don't really have a solid plan yet. That's kind of the situation, is that we continue to see all these plans, proposals, bills, ideas, concepts coming out and saying, we can do this, we can do that. But nothing has been enacted yet, right? But we do know within the next handful of years here, they must come together on a solution for the insolvency issue that we're dealing with. Otherwise, we're going to see a massive cut to our benefits if they do nothing. That's why I've been saying for years now, we need them to do something. We want them to do something to Social Security. If they don't, we will see a guaranteed 17 to 21% cut to our benefits, depending on how it happens, right? So if they do nothing, we get a guaranteed cut. If they do something, then, well, hopefully we don't have to see that cut. Okay, so that's kind of the situation that's going on. Now, let me just give you a couple of little details of what happened in this interview as well. I listened to the whole thing. They talked about Social Security numbers and this whole, 150-year-olds getting Social Security checks. No. And he kind of confirmed that as well. He kind of tiptoed around it a little bit, but he didn't necessarily confirm that 150-year-olds are getting Social Security checks, but rather saying that Social Security may still be, that number may still be active out there and possibly may be used for, malicious behavior. Well, that's not what they want. They basically just say, hey, when somebody passes, we want to make sure that we deactivate their Social Security number so they cannot be used for all kinds of weird stuff, after somebody's no longer around. So, right, that's basically what they're suggesting and what he was saying in this interview as well. There were a couple other interesting points, but this is probably the one that I found most interesting. Again, pretty encouraging when it comes down to Social Security as a whole. He wants to take action. He wants something to be done here. He wants the program to have longevity, and the program going out and just continuously paying payments every single month to millions of beneficiaries like they have been for 90 plus years, right? Well, I should say almost 90 years, not 90 plus yet, almost 90 years, relatively soon here. So anyway, there's Frank, the new acting commissioner of Social Security, Frank Bisnano. He was just confirmed by the Senate and sworn in not that long ago, a few days ago, and he's there. So he's going to be around for a while now, and let's see what else he does here. I was going to say, let's be optimistic. I'm not even sure what to say, right? Let's just see what happens. I mean, that's all we really can do. We know there's a ton of changes coming out, and again, I'll be right here for you, pointing them all out for you, and breaking them down in any way that I possibly can. Otherwise, again, if you need any help with your Medicare, please utilize this free service. This phone number right here will connect you with a dedicated team of trusted advisors. We cultivated the partnership here on the channel with them simply because it's a free service to help you get professional assistance with your Medicare. And again, it could be initial enrollment into Medicare if you're turning 65 or retiring. If you need help with your supplement plan or your Medigap plan, your Part D plan, your Medicare Advantage, whatever it happens to be, call them. Seriously, ask them all the questions you want. Connect with them. Have a conversation. Have them look through the 20,000 plus plans across the country to isolate it down into plans in your local area to find the best plan at the best price with the best coverages and the best fit for you. They will do that 100% for free. These people right here with that phone number, give them a call. Let them do that for you. And again, totally free. The average senior after working with them is saving $1,100. That's the average. By the way, that's not guaranteed. That's just the average across the board. Some people save more, some people save less, but that's the average. Anyway, they're helping you find the best plan for you so you can see the doctors and the providers you want to see, the networks you want to be within, the offices, the clinics you want to visit, and the prescription needs if you have any at all. They're looking for the best plan for you and what you actually need. We all need something different, and that's what they're doing, is finding you your best options in your local area. Anyway, give them a call, write the phone number down, take a picture, take a screenshot. They will help you. And again, ask them all the questions you want in regards to your Medicare. Seriously, extremely helpful. All right, anyway, who do you know that needs a little bit of that help with their Medicare as well? I know you know a few people. Think of a few people, just 1, 2, 3 people: friends, family members, neighbors, acquaintances, siblings, coworkers, parents, cashier down the street at the local grocery store or pharmacy, neighbors down the hall, neighbors down the street, anybody like that. Please go ahead and share that phone number as well. They'll be very, very grateful that you did. And when they save a bunch of money as well and get better coverages, then you get to be the hero and you get to get all of that credit as well. Otherwise, please subscribe if you're new here. Big subscribe button down below the video. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Otherwise, check out the other 5,000 plus videos here on the channel in the video library. The popular videos I've hand selected for you down below in the description. Please feel free to share this video. There's a big share button down below as well. Otherwise, popping up on your screen in just a second here, you'll see some videos there. Check those out. Otherwise, until next time, please have a nice day. Take care. And I hope to see you again soon in the next